So the Indiana Fever had a really, really tough game today against the Connecticut Sun. And look, the Connecticut Sun are a good team. They're a grinded out team. They're a gritty team. And it doesn't help when you're not only competing against the Connecticut Sun, you're competing against the referees as well. And I'm going to say this, I think the referees are bad in this league. A lot of people are like, this game was rigged against Caitiln. I was rigged against the Fever. I don't think the W are dumb enough to rig a game against Caitiln, but you just never know. You just never know. But like, it was mad, some of the stuff. Like, it was absolutely mad. Like, with some of the calls. And this was just, again, when it came to Caitiln Clark. Like, Caitiln Clark, this is a flagrant one. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Letter of the law, this is a flagrant one. DeWanna Bonner jumps out of control forward and takes her out on the landing. The good thing about this is that she actually, if you watch this in slow motion, she hits Caitiln Clark the top of her foot as she's kind of landing. So that Caitiln kind of, like, her ankle doesn't fully go. Like, DeWanna Bonner ironically could have injured herself here. This could have been a Ty Harris situation. Thankfully, she did not go undercut Caitiln Clark. But this is a minimum a foul. And look at this ref. Look at the bald ref. Look at the ball ref. Look at how close he is to it. How do you not call that from that close? You're 5 feet away. How do you miss that from 5 feet away? And again, that's 3 free points. That's 3 points. And look, at the end of the day, you can't just start equating stuff like this. You can't just say, oh, it's that equates points. It's guaranteed points, or like something that happens in the first quarter is going to affect the game at the end. But this was late enough that it mattered. And by the way, Marina Mabrey, this is not late enough to matter. This is in the second quarter. Or is it third quarter? It's third quarter. Marina Mabrey's on 3 fouls. So Marina Mabrey is on 3 fouls at this stage in the game. This would have been her 4th early enough in the third quarter. And look at this. So Caitiln Clark, first of all, Caitiln Clark not really being fouled. It's a body check. She kind of rode the hip. Second of all, that's a little bit of that fake flop there. When she makes contact with Caitiln and flops, that could have been a foul. I'm not saying it is a foul. I'm just saying I've seen refs call that as a foul. I'm glad they didn't call that foul, in fairness. But I can guarantee you, with the amount of stuff the Connecticut Sun got, they were going to be fouls. She looks back, drives in, gets... She's not in position on this shoulder bump, by the way. She's not in position. This is a blocking foul. And not only that, she just gets clinched. She gets hacked. Marina Mabrey's not even going for the ball. Marina Mabrey's taking her out. She's a veteran player. She knows what she's doing. She is taking Caitiln Clark out. And I don't mean it like in a way to hurt her, but just in a way to knock her. Like to guarantee Caitiln Clark can't put up a shot and give free throws, make sure she kind of feels it, and then second guesses going to the basket again. Like that's what it is, realistically. She's not doing it to hurt her, but still. Same referee, 4 feet away. Same referee, whoever this bald guy is. What's up with bald referees? I'm sorry, like, this guy, I thought Joey Crawford might have been the worst bald referee. Like, this guy's worse. How can you be this close to that and just miss it? Like both of those fouls, by the way. Like, that is a common foul. There's no question about that's a common foul. But it's closer to a flagrant than a no call. If you have like a scale where it's like in the middle is a common foul, and then on one end is a flagrant foul, and then on one end is a no call, it is closer on that spectrum to a flagrant than it is to a no call. And it's a no call because of this idiot right here. As well as that, going to the basket in the first half, there were a couple of calls I'm like, not even on just Clark, on like Clark, Boston, I'm like, and none? I'm like, watch these games, I'm like, and none. And then there was a play where Alyssa Thomas, Temi Figbenley and Lexi Hull basically had her sandwiched. 2 hands in the air. Alyssa Thomas just jumps through them, scores a layup, and just hits the deck. And one. We had to literally go and challenge. Kelsey Mitchell got called for her, was it second or third foul? Might have been her second foul in the first quarter. For being nowhere near the ball again. First of all, it was ended up changing to a Lexi Hull foul. It wasn't a foul, but Kelsey Mitchell, Christy Sides has had to use 2 challenges because they've called fouls on the wrong players. And not only that, they've called fouls on players who are nowhere near the ball. Like, every single time the Indiana Fever looked at a Connecticut Sun player, it was a foul. If you look at the foul count, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. 11 fouls for the Connecticut Sun. Fouls for the Fever, 5, 9, 11, 13, 17, 18, 20. 20 to 11. And if you thought this game, you'd be looking like, Jesus, the Fever were the more physical team. I'm not joking when I say this. And by the way, this is, you play the game to what the refs allow you to play. I'm not knocking any of these Sun players. Marina Mabrey was just running around hacking people. Like, she was just running around. And at one stage, like, she went for a rebound. And Caitlin Clark was just in her general vicinity. No contact at all. No contact at all. Just tumbled into the crowd. And then got up like she was going to fight Caitlin Clark. Like, obviously, look, Marina Mabrey, if you know anything about Marina Mabrey, she is the biggest wind-up artist in this league. Like, her and Carrington got into it. They are cut from the same cloth. Look, Marina Mabrey, I think, is it on... there is literally a video from Back to Sports, 700,000. Marina Mabrey's to WNBA's Pat Bev. And the whole thing is just stuff that she started on the floor. Like, I remember someone being like, no, Marina wouldn't start stuff. Oh my God, like, I get it. A lot of people are new fans and don't know, but like, I'm telling you, I went out of my freaking way. I've gone out of my freaking way to learn about these stuff, which is why I binge watch Hunter Cruise and like Back to Sports and Quiddle of Sports, like all their content, because I do like learning about this. But it's like, heck, so 2 years ago, is Sophie Cunningham the next Marina Mabrey? Is she dirty or just irritating? Like, that's the way Marina Mabrey was looked at. She is like your Pat Bev, your Draymond Green of the WNBA. But she was just running around hacking people. I'm not joking. She wasn't even trying to play defense. She was just running around hacking because she knew she was going to get away with it. How she was only on 4 fouls. Oh, sorry, she was only on 2 fouls. Oh, sorry, no, I'm wrong. 4 fouls. Dejanay, in fairness, I don't think Dejanay really did anything. Alyssa Thomas, I don't think did anything. Caitlin Clark tried to go for the flop of hell. Caitlin Clark tried to... And like, look, if I'm ever given a technical foul for a flop in this game, just like the Dejanay Carrington one, where Caitlin Clark was nowhere near and she just jumped on the ground in the last game, Caitlin Clark just ran into Alyssa Thomas and just dived backwards. Like, look, tee up Caitlin for that. But I don't care if Caitlin flops, considering how much the Connecticut Sun flopped. The Connecticut Sun hacked on one end and flopped on the other end, and the refs gave the fouls every single freaking time. Every single time. It's hard to play against that. It just is. It is hard to play against the referees and a team as good as Connecticut. And it's unfortunate because you would have thought, okay, yeah. And by the way, I think if there were quote unquote, like, I think if the refs were favoring the reality, if the refs are 100% fair, Caitlin Clark shot 2 free throws in the game. And they weren't on a shooting foul. The 2 free throws she shot were on an off-ball foul when Marina Mabrey just grabbed her. Marina Mabrey just grabbed her. Blatant foul. Just happened to be in team fouls. 2 shots. Like, nowhere near the ball. So she shot 2 fouls there. If you are saying, like, even being conservative, even just being a conservative and saying, look, the referees, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. I'll go on every 50-50. I'm going to say no call. Caitlin Clark should have shot 9 free throws today. She shot 2. The team shot 9. And that included some shots at the end of the game. If you were saying that, the referees favored Caitlin Clark, she should have shot 13 free throws today. And if you were saying game's rigged for Caitlin Clark, she should have shot 15 free throws today. She shot 2. If you are being conservative and saying that every 50-50 is a no call, she still shoots 9 free throws. This is a 6-point game. You've given a 90% free throw shooter 7 extra free throws. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Like, Aaliyah Boston got hacked on some layups. In fairness, I think Caitlin did hack. Like, I think Caitlin hacked, was it Dejanay going for a layup? I'm like, how is that? I don't know who it was. Or Alyssa Thompson was someone she hacked. I'm like, how did she get away with that? But in general, I think the Sun got 3 to 4 in the game. I think the Sun got 3 to 4 extremely soft or phantom fouls. Either extremely soft ones where I'm like, that's not a foul, or a complete phantom foul where I'm like, there is no contact whatsoever there. Like the one where DeWanna Bonner just missed a layup and they challenged it and they still gave them the free throws. Like, that is a phantom foul. Like, there's no contact there. She just missed a layup. But like, that's the one thing, is like, I'd say they got 3 to 4 phantom fouls called for them. And I think the Fever had 4 to 5 blatant fouls not called. Like, that is a swing of 12 points in this game. And normally, like, look, normally I very rarely blame the refs. You will not see me making a video talking about referees on other than this on this channel. But that was one of the worst officiated games. I don't think it's rigged or anything. I think these referees just suck. I think these referees suck at their jobs, which is a shock, because if anyone in here is Irish, and you know the, like, really just how bad the standard of refereeing is in Ireland, anyone who's played knows how bad it is. Like, there's about 5 good refs in the country. Like, they know, and the thing is, they know, the 5 good refs know who they are, because they agree with most of the players that the rest of the referees suck. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.